Just the freeze or just
This leads into Taylor. I didn't ask myself this before. I'm double on the screen now. Are you going to diet down for the wedding? Is this part of the thing? Are you going to do wedding pictures shirtless, I hope?
Yes. No. Well, you know what? That's up in the air. That's yet to be. But yeah, so I did get engaged in the last week. I'm really excited about it. She obviously is. I've been excommunicated from the Church of Kyle. Sad. It's sad. I don't know who he's going to replace as the new archbishop or whatever the hell, because not a very deep bench in that church.
Oh, it's a very deep bench. There's plenty of people out there who aren't stupid. Just not in this call.
You were on thin ice when you practiced the pull-out method, Taylor. This is just this is just the final blow.
I can see why Kyle would never want to get married or anything, because you never ever want children.
No,
I do want kids, and so
okay. Well, you know, and I usually when people say they want kids, I'm like, have you tried a dog? And but you have tried the dogs, and so I have nothing to say.
Yeah.
Nothing to say.
Just gonna start firing out kids, Mormon style. So I'll be able to field a baseball team, but I won't. I'll field 2 hockey teams against each other, so that's more fun, right? 4-on-4, I guess it'll have to be, and you know, me and their mom can play goalie. Yeah, I'm really.
She can still walk.
Yeah, dude, I was getting so many comments on Twitch last night. It's like, R.I.P. your fiance's pussy when those hammerhead babies start parading through.
I didn't get it. I didn't know what we were talking about.
Yeah,
I thought it was
just
the conception that was stopping her from walking until he said that.
Just you're gonna have to like get the jaws of life to open the pelvis a little more to let my monster-headed children out.
No shit. My mom was in labor, I think, for over 24 hours because my head was so fucking big, like coming out. So I'm gonna say 48 minimum.
Oh yeah, I was a 2-day child also. Wait, are you the oldest?
No.
Oh, okay. Usually the oldest takes forever.
So I want to talk about this a little bit. How long have you been thinking about proposing?
Probably the better part of a year.
Okay. How long ago did you purchase the ring?
So I did something different with that. I used a family
this
ring.
Gonna be romantic.
And then figured then we would go get one afterward. And the good thing about that is that you get to play it off as this is like very sentimental, but really it saves you a trip.
Okay. So follow-up question. How long ago did you acquire the family ring?
Oh, well, it came from like my grandma. And so it was never like I got to pick it up. It was just like the last time I saw her before I was doing it. It's like, oh yeah, did you got that by the way that we talked about using? She's like, oh, here you go. But
so,
it's
Thanksgiving
for a while.
Is that
yeah, I guess that's when I grabbed it. It was around Thanksgiving.
Okay. So how long were you carrying it around perhaps in your pocket before you pop the question?
Oh, not very long at all.
Okay.
Yeah, hardly any time. It was a big annoying box, and you look like an asshole walking around with that giant bulge in your pocket. And so I was like, "What am I going to go to a fancy dinner?" And she's going to sit there like, "You're either hard or you're about to propose." You know. So that was
how did the proposal go down? Did you like hide it in a dessert, or did you just ready to ruin your life? Ready to ruin my life?
No, what I did is I put it inside a ravioli. And then we waited for it.
And she'll be able to wear it in 36 to 48 hours.
Yeah, I put it in a little gnocchi thing, and then just pretty traditional, pretty normal, just regular proposal.
Did you get down on one knee?
Yeah,
I did too.
Yeah, I figured that's the plan. You know,
did you ask her father?
Yeah, I did.
I did too.
Mm-hmm. I thought that would be
traditional boys. I like it.
Very, very. Regal.
And she's very traditional. Also, she was the one who was like, I would really appreciate, if we ever get married. This was a long time ago. Like, and she was like, I would like you to ask my father first. And I was like, oh, of course. That
was the first day.
Do that. That was 3 years ago.
Almost scared him off. Frankly,
yeah.
It's
like maybe we should. Maybe we should get appetizers first.
She said that on Tinder. Actually, it was the first conversation.
It's the first thing. Just ask my father. But.
Well, no. In all seriousness, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm very happy for you because I know this will make you happy. I'm sure. I've never met her, but I look forward to meeting her at some point because she must be a wonderful person because you're one of the smartest people I know. You're one of my best friends. I care about you a tremendous amount. I love you. And
love you too, man. Thank you.
Yeah. And I wish you all the best and tons of happiness. And, all jokes aside, really happy for you.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it also. Like, I'm really looking forward to it.
But don't you ask me to come to that fucking, what do they call it? A wedding? That arranged, that like personal life execution that you guys are going to hold in a church somewhere. Like, no, but seriously though.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah.
Love you so much. So happy for you. It's awesome. When I read your message, I was just like, oh man, that's great. That's awesome. I was really happy for you.
I was super excited when I read your message. And it was the same sort of thought process. Like, this is good for Taylor. I don't know. Taylor's doing something amazing right now. And then I'm pleased for you. So
it's great. Like, I was, such a big lifestyle change. I was like, am I going to do it? And then suddenly start feeling like cold feet. I was about to say wet feet. I don't think that's the name of the thing. Cold feet. My feet get wet. And it was like, no, it was like I was even more excited. I'm like, damn, this is like, it's finally moving. It's finally going forward. Like, I'm really looking forward to it. So I rated Dick Masterson's chat last night after I finished on Twitch, and his first thing, because he follows me on Twitter, so he saw it. He was like, "Oh, Taylor rated me? Dude, ruined his fucking life, man." And then he just goes right back to playing on his piano and singing as he does. But very, very funny, because I would say he's probably got a competing Church of Dick to go alongside the Church of Kyle.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a good thing that you're getting your first marriage started this early in life. Yeah.
Then I can revamp, But what are your original question? Am I gonna get in good shape for it? Yeah, it's a really good motivating thing, because like those are gonna be the pictures that will like be in my house forever. Mm-hmm. And so like I am gonna be just.
Have you considered going the alternate
by the time I'm a grandpa? And so like I want to be able to tell my grandkids, like, guess what? I wasn't a fat tub of shit always. Look at me 40 years ago.
What if you went the other way, Taylor? What if you lowered expectations by looking horrific on your wedding, and then you would just have a low bar for the rest of your life, right? Like anytime someone sees you on the mantle, they'll be like, Taylor really glowed up.
Why'd you do all your wedding photos in a wheelchair?
It was after the war. You were did you serve in the war, Grandpa?
As far as you know. The war.
Grandpa, were you a hero in the war?
Yes. Yeah.
Grandpa, why do you sound like Colonel Sanders all of a sudden?
Yeah. So I got to use it as a chance to slim down, because like this last week I was on a trip with my girlfriend and I in Florida, and like I said on PKA, we were going to do some Disney World thing, when they were like, that's probably a fucking bad idea. So we switched to like a bunch of kayaking, like fishing, biking, that kind of outdoorsy thing. And because it was middle of the fucking week for the most part, nobody was anywhere. Like we had the whole run of every park we went to, every stream or whatever we were doing. It was great. At one point we went to, and I've never done this before, we went to a dog bedding track. Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
Watch greyhounds.
I love it.
It was so much fun. Like I only bet twice. And then after that, like my girlfriend and I were just betting each other, because I didn't know anything about the dogs. I didn't know what all the numbers meant. I thought STR was on it, and I'm like, that must be the dog's strength.
Yeah, it's.
And I was like, but how would you gauge the strength of a greyhound dog? And then I asked some other guy, and he was like, that means weight. And I was like, well, I didn't ask him what the STR meant.
I like dog racing so much more than horse racing, because like they love it.
They are having a ball. Like the dogs are like itching to get out when they see that little rabbit come around. Like, and you can tell how much fun they're having, because like the second that rabbit goes around the full time and then it folds back into the running thing it's around, like all the dogs, some of them, even before they get the little treat, they'll like run up and nip at the fake rabbit. Like, and horses are too smart for that. I think horses, they're not having a great time.
Like, I think they do have a great time. I just think it's not very healthy for them. Like,
you think the dogs are healthy? Like, I imagine they're just injected with whatever it takes, Go Fast juice.
Yeah, Yeah, they're probably being